Right, let's talk about the top story that we are tracking on Global Lens. The United States of America rolled out the red carpet for Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Full honors, red carpet, military flyovers, cannons, and a marching band. It was MBS's, as he's called, his first official visit to Washington in over 7 years. Some prominent names were there as well at the state dinner with President Trump and the Saudi Crown Prince. Tesla CEO Elon Musk, Apple CEO Tim Cook, and star footballer Cristiano Ronaldo, and, of course, senior US and Saudi officials. So what was the outcome of this high-profile meeting? Let me give you the big headlines, the big takeaways. Number one, Saudi Arabia will invest up to $1 trillion in the United States. This is what Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman told US President Donald Trump during their meeting. The earlier target was $600 billion, but now it's $1 trillion. This is the pledge. However, there's no timeline yet. Number two, US President Donald Trump said he was designating Saudi Arabia as a major non-NATO ally. The major non-NATO ally designation simply grants military and economic privileges. Number three, the Saudis would get a US security package, and this is a very big and important detail. It includes F-35 stealth fighter jets. This deal is likely to shift the balance of power in the region, strengthening Saudi Arabia as a Middle Eastern powerhouse and the first Arab country to receive the most advanced American fighter jets. Remember, Saudi Arabia has been the biggest buyer of US weapons for years, according to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute. Number four, Trump also signed a deal for Saudi Arabia to buy approximately 300 US-made tanks. Number five, that's not all. The meet also witnessed some drama. President Trump ripped into reporters for asking questions about sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and on the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi. Remember, Khashoggi was a Saudi journalist who was assassinated at the Saudi consulate in 2018. A US intelligence assessment in 2021 determined the Crown Prince had approved the operation that led to Khashoggi's death at the consulate in Istanbul in 2018.
As far as this gentleman is concerned, he's done a phenomenal job. You're mentioning somebody that was extremely controversial. A lot of people didn't like that gentleman that you're talking about. Whether you like him or didn't like him, things happen. But he knew nothing about it, and we can leave it at that. You don't have to embarrass our guest by asking a question like that.
About the journalists, it's really painful to hear, anyone that been losing his life for, no real purpose or not in a legal way, and it's been painful for us in Saudi Arabia. We've did all the right steps of investigation, etc., in Saudi Arabia, and we've improved our system to be sure that nothing happened like that, and it's painful and it's a huge mistake, and we are doing our best that this doesn't happen again.
Right, to understand these developments better, let me get in a voice that's very important and will add credibility to this discussion. Joining us is Talmiz Ahmad, former Indian ambassador to Saudi Arabia, Oman and the UAE. Sir, thank you so much for making time and speaking with CNBC-TV18.
Thank you very much for your invitation.
For the benefit of our viewers, if you could help us understand the significance of this meeting, I'm asking you why, is because Saudi Arabia is now a major non-NATO ally and will get F-35 jets. How significant is this development for the region and for India?
I think wherever Donald Trump is involved, the spectacle is more important than the substance. What you witnessed is a huge drama. You saw the American president, getting very close to his guest, honoring the guest, speaking very warmly of him, defending his record unilaterally. And you had the spectacle of the Crown Prince leaning back quietly, sitting very cool and calm, and enjoying the spectacle. This is really drama as an end in itself. The substance is much more questionable, both in terms of its delivery and in terms of its value. What you are hearing is, first $600 billion were offered, when the president went to Saudi Arabia in May. Now we are told it is actually $1 trillion. That is the entire quantum of the Saudi wealth fund, sovereign wealth fund. Now nobody believes these figures. They have a very long way to go. Looking at aircraft, Saudi Arabia has been a very major buyer of American military equipment. Indeed, these purchases are crucial for maintaining the strategic partnership. They are not meant for use. Let us be very clear about it. You have a war in Yemen, which is still ongoing 7-8 years, and no one can say that the Saudis have been able to defeat the Houthis. These are basically purchases meant to consolidate the bilateral relationship. For the rest, we have a long way to go. Please remember, this has nothing to do with the balance of power. As far as West Asia is concerned, the balance of power is significantly tilted in favor of Israel. Israel is the military hegemon in the region. It has taken on every major entity across the region. It has attacked Syria, it has attacked Lebanon, it has attacked Iraq, it has attacked Iran as well as Yemen, and also it attacked Doha. It has made it very clear that there is no target in West Asia that is outside its scope. Therefore, there is nothing about balance of power here. What you are looking at is the Crown Prince consolidating his relationship with the American president, who loves this spectacle. So let us enjoy the drama as an end in itself.
Right, as you're saying, let's enjoy the drama because there's very little substance. It's all about spectacle. Another important point I wanted to understand from you is that President Trump has dismissed US intelligence linking MBS to the Khashoggi murder, calling it fake news. What do you make of this statement?
I personally wish that this very unpleasant and tragic matter had not been brought up. We are all aware of the facts relating to the murder of Jamal Khashoggi in the Saudi consulate all those years ago in 2018, October 2018. His body has never been found. No satisfactory explanation has been ever given to us. The view that has emerged from Riyadh is that this was a rogue operation of certain unauthorized officials and that the Crown Prince was not aware of it. Various other authorities who are familiar with the country, and in the case of the CIA, have actually investigated the matter, have come to a different conclusion. I think we have gone well beyond this issue. Within a few months of the murder, major world leaders were already cohabiting with the Saudi leader, welcoming him into the Committee of Nations, and there has been no moment in recent times where the Crown Prince has been castigated for this matter. But I did not expect the American president, who is unfamiliar with any of these things, who knows who knows a lot about the murder. His own authorities have told him quite a bit that he should have raised this issue and should have so robustly defended the Crown Prince. From the Crown Prince's point of view, he has given a substantial answer. He has said that he knew nothing about it. That's neither here nor there. But he has said it was a costly mistake. It was a costly mistake. It is not clear on whose part. Was it the fact that the person was murdered, or that he was exposed, or that no body is available to be delivered to the family members? Whatever it is far more than a costly mistake. It is an absolute tragedy of a very distinguished person and a very substantial commentator on regional and world affairs.
Absolutely. Sir, I want to go back to that point where we spoke about the $1 trillion investment, and I'll try to be blunt about it. As you also said that this is not real money. Is it real money, or is it Saudi Arabia trying to make Trump happy with all the big promises?
See what has happened. In the last in the few months that Trump has been in his second term, world leaders have understood what works with him. They know what buttons to push. They know how to pander to him. They pander to his ego. They have recognized that he's an extremely self-absorbed and self-centered individual, that he loves flattery. He loves to be made to feel what a great person I am. And different people have used different techniques to disarm him. From his point of view, from his perspective, he loves authoritarian leaders. They give the impression of extraordinary power, even the capacity for violence. He adores them. There are other leaders whom he absolutely worships because of their wealth. He is, at the end of the day, a real estate dealer from the corridors of New York, and he will never be able to outgrow that persona and that identity.
That's a very important point you mentioned, sir. Another important sort of condition that Mohammed bin Salman said, that he'll normalize relations with Israel only if there is a two-state solution, only if something substantial happens on the Palestine side as well. Do you believe this? Do you think that there will be a solution as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned? Will Saudi Arabia come on board?
Let us be a little objective here. The Americans have desperately wanted the normalization of ties between Saudi Arabia and Israel. They pushed very hard for it. They thought that they were at the edge of achieving it before the Hamas attacked Israel on 7th October 2 years ago. There were reports in the US media. We had not heard the Saudi side. But the Saudis have made it very clear, earlier to the Biden administration and now to the Trump administration, that you need real progress, genuine progress in achieving Palestinian statehood. So, kind of posturing that was permitted earlier, where the Israelis would give some lip service, that is not adequate. Arab public opinion is very clear on this subject. And I don't believe any leader, however authoritarian he might be, however powerful he might be, will have the courage to go against the wishes of his people. The people are very clear that the carnage that has been wreaked upon the Palestinian people is not acceptable. And therefore, I don't see any prospect of normalization in the foreseeable future. With regard to the Palestinian issue, that is very clear again. The Palestinians demand a viable sovereign state. There is no indication just yet from the Israeli side that any one of them is seriously looking at this prospect. We had an article from Hariri, the great Israeli scholar, who made the point very substantially that you need, for any progress to be made, you need generosity on both sides. You need fresh thinking on both sides. There has to be a viable solution to the issue on the basis of two states living side by side. There is no indication that this generosity is at all palpable as far as the Israelis are concerned.
All right. Thank you so much, sir, for explaining this development to our viewers and the significance of this meeting. Thank you for making time and speaking with us, sir.
I wish you all the best. Thank you.